Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel, or of course, welcome if you're new. If you're new, don't forget to subscribe so that you don't miss out on any recipes. As you guys saw on my thumbnail, today we are going to do keto brownies. So let's get started. The first thing you're going to need is half a cup of room temperature butter, a little less than half a cup of keto-friendly chocolate chips, 1 cup of swerve, which is going to be your sugar replacement, also keto-friendly, 3 whole eggs, plus 1 egg yolk. 1 cup of unsweetened cocoa powder, 1 1/4 cups of almond flour. You can substitute out 1/4 of that for protein powder if you'd like. So the first thing you're going to do is create a double boiler, which is basically a pot with some boiling water in it and then a glass bowl right on top to melt your stuff in. Make sure that hot water is not touching the bowl directly because you will burn your chocolate that way. So just stand by and keep on mixing this. You're basically creating a chocolate ganache. At this point, I do like to add in my swerve so that I can dissolve it with the heat so that you don't end up with a grainy texture. And when it's ready to go, it should look something like this. It's nice and shiny, evenly melted, and very runny. So now you're going to take a separate bowl and throw in your dry ingredients, which is basically your cocoa powder and your almond flour. And of course, you guys can sift this in, but I always like to try to prevent having so many dishes at the end. So I just went ahead and gave this a good whisk to try to get out those lumps of cocoa powder. And then go ahead and sprinkle in a little bit of salt. I did forget to say salt in the beginning, so go ahead and do that now. It's not too late. Go ahead and whisk that in also. And once you've given that a good mix, you can go ahead and go in with that chocolate ganache mixture. And at this point, you want to set your whisk aside and use a spatula from here on out. So with your spatula, you're going to, of course, mix it all together. It will be a little lumpy, but just mix it as best as you can without your whisk. Once you have all of that evenly mixed, you can see it's very, very thick, but that's okay. It'll get better. So go ahead and start adding in your eggs, but add them in one at a time. And again, leave your whisk to the side. Only use your spatula at this point. You don't want to overmix those eggs because you will definitely get a cake-like texture and you don't want that. Finally, you go in with that last remaining egg yolk, and if you would like to add in any walnuts or anything like that, now would be the time. Go ahead and preheat your oven to 350 degrees, and then take an 8x8 pan and either spray it down with non-stick spray or line it with parchment paper, whichever you prefer. And then go ahead and get your batter in that pan and make sure you spread it out as evenly as possible, because it's not a cake batter as runny as a cake batter. You have to spread it out on your own. If you end up with any thinner sides, they may burn, and you don't want that. So you're gonna go ahead and bake this for 20 to 25 minutes. I would say check it about 18 minutes in, and when you poke it with a toothpick, there should be a tiny bit of brownie residue stuck to the toothpick. You don't want it baked fully through. You know, that'll take away from the fudginess. So just like this is perfect. And of course, as it sets in the pan, it will bake more from the warmth. So do not overbake these brownies. And then go ahead and cut these bad boys up so that you can see how fudgy and delicious they look inside. And don't come at me. I really cannot eyeball things. Look at how terribly I cut these things. My mom's probably cringing right now. She literally measures out her cuts and has perfect brownies every time. Sorry, Mom. Look at how fudgy and delicious these guys look. So if you try it out, let me know. If you want me to try anything else out, let me know in the comments. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching.